Today I shall explain about the definition of solar constant and also an experiment to determine the solar constant value. Now, because we can measure solar constant at any place, therefore we need to find true solar constant. So, what is meant by solar constant? The amount of radiation received by unit surface area of the black body in 1 minute when it is kept at the mean distance from the earth to the sun is called solar constant. The amount of radiation, the amount of solar radiation received per minute by unit surface area of the black body when it is held at the mean distance of the earth from the sun is called solar constant. The amount of solar radiation received per minute by unit surface area of the black body when it is held at the mean distance of the earth from the sun is called solar radiation. Now, suppose if this is the earth will be revolving around the sun in elliptical orbit with the sun as 106 foci. So, for this ellipse, we have semi-major axis and semi-minor axis. The mean distance has to be taken while calculating the solar constant. Now, when the object is kept at the mean distance from the sun, the radiation received by unit surface area of the black body in 1 minute is called solar constant. This value of solar constant can be determined by using Armstrong pipe heliometer. And let us see the construction of this Armstrong pipe heliometer. Armstrong pipe heliometer. This device is used for the measurement of solar constant. It consists of a thermocouple And this thermocouple is connected with a sensitive galvanometer. At the two junctions of the thermocouple, two platinum coils are welded, say Q and P. The coil P is shielded from the thermal radiation and it is connected to an external circuit. External circuit. So here we use RH, battery B, and ammeter and voltmeter. So the foil P is shielded, whereas the Q is exposed to thermal radiation, solar radiation. The solar radiation coming from the sun, incident on the foil Q, and it gets heated, while the foil Q is at a low temperature. Due to the temperature difference between the junctions of the thermocouple, in the other way, due to the phenomena called the Seebeck effect, EMF is produced between the two junctions and passes through the thermocouple. As a result, galvanometer will show deflection. Then, the junction P also heated slowly by passing current through the circuit. At a particular stage, when the temperature of the foil P becomes equal to the junction at the foil Q, then the galvanometer current will show null deflection, zero deflection. Deflection in the galvanometer becomes zero. When the deflection in the galvanometer becomes zero, junctions at these 2 points are at equal temperatures and the foil Q will be receiving the same amount of solar radiation as that of the P. Therefore, at that instant, the potential difference across the foil P, V is noted, and the current passing through the circuit, I is also measured. If V is the potential difference, I is the current passing through the foil P, then the amount of heat radiation received in the circuit is equal to V I divided by 4.2 calories per second. This is the radiation received by the Q in 1 second. For calculating the solar constant, we have to find the radiation received in 1 minute. Therefore, radiation received in 1 minute, that is equal to V I divided by 4.2 into 60 calories. This, according to the definition, this is equal to our solar constant at the given surface. Therefore, S is equal to Vi by 4.2 into 60 calories. Now, according to Bayer's law, according to Bayer's formula, S is equal to S0 a to the power of secant z, where S is equal to solar constant on the surface of the earth, which you have measured like this, Vi by 4.2 into 60, and S0 is true solar constants. A is called transmission coefficient, of thermal radiation, and the Z is azimuthal angle. Azimuthal angle made by the sun. So, from this expression, Bayer's law, taking log S is equal to log S0 plus secant Z log E. So this is of the form is equal to secant Z log A plus log S0, Y is equal to mx plus log A into secant Z. You write it better. This is of the form mx plus c. Therefore, the experiment is conducted for different values of Z at a different time intervals, 9 o'clock morning, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock evening, 3 o'clock, like that, at different times of the day, so that the sun will be making different azimuthal angles. For different angles, the solar constant is measured, and a graph is plotted by taking secant Z on x-axis and log S on y-axis. Obviously, we get a straight line that intersect y-axis at a certain height. This intersecting point is equal to, say, log S0. So, by measuring the log S0, you can determine, yes, that is, at x is equal to 0, at secant Z is equal to 0, log e to the power of s, log s is equal to log S0. Therefore, y-intercept will give the true solar constant. In this way, by using By heliometer, we can determine the true solar constant value even from the surface of the earth by conducting experiment at a different instance of time in a given day at different azimuth angles. So this is the construction, working and also determination. Thank you.